Okay, today is the day. We are going to re-scape the aviary, and we're also going to catch every single bird out of this aviary and give them a scat treatment. So we'll go over that now and get to work. It's going to be a busy couple hours. So the first thing we have to do is some of the smaller perches that are not screwed on. This is kind of everything's kind of interlocked. And then the big perches will be screwed on, and then the rest are hooked to them. So we'll go through and cut down all the perches that aren't hooked to anything. Okay, we're already down some perches. We're starting to unscrew some of the screwed in perches. This is a cool time because eventually we'll get to the point where there's nowhere for the birds to perch except for like one perch, and they'll all be on there, which is always a cool visual. All right, we got everybody down to 2 branches, or there's a couple on the floor where I spilled some of the seed I'm about to replace, but I always love this part in this kind of project because you get to really see everybody at once. I'm catching all the birds out. Don't have that many left in here. It's just temporary, so all the finches are in this cage, and the doves and the Borks are in this cage. Everybody's getting Scatt, which is a medication that deals with scaly face and air sac mites. You got to do it twice. You've got to do it exactly 3 weeks apart. The first treatment and the second treatment to defeat the whole life cycle of the mite. But what I wanted to highlight now is I've caught the majority of the birds, only have about 1/3 of them left, and all 4 spice finches are definitely still in here. So if you've watched our spice finch episode talking about how fast they are almost always the last birds I catch. Okay, everybody's gotten scatted, so now the fun part. So you can see it's starting to get dark out here, so I'll have to finish perches tomorrow, but we're gonna release everybody back into the aviary. Go. They're probably all wondering, what the heck was that about? Okay, we have a perchless aviary with the exception of these hanging perches, which I need to do a video on sometime. But an important thing to note here, this is actually a dangerous time for the birds, right? They don't have anywhere really easily to land. A lot of them are just hanging on the wire. So it's important in this situation, there's a few on the ground. Go slow and be careful in this situation because a bird can easily get hurt. So Chris and I have talked about this in a podcast episode, but when I apply perches in the aviary, I'll think about a few things. The main thing is I want birds to be able to fly back and forth the long way. The short way is less important, but that too. And then I want to make sure that if you see, this needs to be clean, but when you put a perch somewhere, there's poop under that perch at night. So it's important to think about, where's my water dish? I probably don't want a perch right there, and those kinds of things. We'll start putting perches in. So I'll do some more filming of it, but I'm starting to get the new branches. First thing I do generally is put the big horizontal branches. I'm gonna come down and do this next level, and then that's easier to mount the crossways branches to them. I really like this one. I think that's really a cool thing. I'm gonna have one across the top there. So I'll try to film it a little better from here on out. All right, we're pretty much done. Here's the plant that's been in for the last 6 months, by the way. Notice how torn up it is. Here's all the old sticks. All that's left is the new sticks, is that little pile. So let's do a big reveal. All right, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. Especially, this is my new, I used to wrap with vines kind of like this and they get really dirty. I think these will be better. Really like this small little leaf wrap that I've done, and I've got a little bit more to do, but it's really tedious. And obviously love the new plant and just the overall jungle vibe that we are back to. So you can see, you know, I've got it pretty much everywhere perched out except right above the water. And got just wanted to highlight the Exoterra jungle vines. They are a sister company to Hagen, so they do sponsor me, but I like the look that they have too. I still need some more greenery. Let's see if I can show you. It's hard for me to get back there now. See the vines down there. I move this piece of the plant. Still want to hide the hose a little bit more. But overall, very happy with the new layout for probably the next year. So that's it for this one. Aviary's done. Thanks, Flock, for following along with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Birds in the sky keeping me down. They won't let me out of town. How I wish I could be one of them. How I wish I